Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? This is Dragon Daily, and this is going to be a Pokemon Let's Play. I think this is episode 4. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't made this in a while. So the last couple days there haven't been an episode. Even after the 2 weeks I was gone, some stuff came up and I wasn't able to make episodes. I didn't have time, so sorry about that. But we are back here, and I remember in the last episode we did lose Sparky, but oh well. Can't really do anything about that now. So we are at Pewter City. So let's go up here and we are going to go train up. Actually, you know what? I'll do that later. We're gonna I was gonna say we'll train up Caterpie, but kind of a low level, so I don't really want to risk it. You know what? I'll risk it anyway, because there's some Pokemon I don't want to risk and some Pokemon I do. I'm not going to get rid of any Pokemon I don't like just because I just don't like them. So that's kind of, I feel like that's kind of cheating. So Bug Catcher. Hopefully this guy will have like a Kakuna or a Metapod, so I can just beat it with Caterpie. Let's see what level. Ooh, heck nah. We're going to switch to Pidgey. I mean Tuft. I'm trying to call them more by their names. So here goes Tuft. Tuft is like, oh yeah. And String Shot missed, yeah, kind of figures. Also I could peck through with my beak, so all that. So let's throw Gust at him, even though you can't really throw Wind, because I don't know. So let's beat this Caterpie up. See, as I was saying before, I'm not gonna deliberately like get rid of any Pokemon just because I don't like them. This series I thought it looked fun, this challenge, the Dusklock challenge, because of the reason that I'm gonna be using a lot of Pokemon I've never used before. I mean, I usually don't use Squirtle. I pretty much always use a Pidgey, and I never really used a Caterpie that much before, but let's go here. So a Weedle, yes, because I'm going to switch back. This is how you train up low-level Pokemon, if you have a Pokemon that would just beat them in really easily. So every single Pokemon that like even sees a glimpse of battle in the current Pokemon you're going against will get experience. So if you just like chuck in your Caterpie like I am doing right now, and didn't mean to do that, but oh man, that could have ended really badly. If any Pokemon is even in and you just switch them out, you don't even have them attack, they still get experience. So here, we'll send Tuft back in, because Tuft can just easily wipe out these Pokemon. I'm not really worried about that at all. So, oh crap, that could be bad though. Alright, hurt by poison. That's gonna be annoying. We're gonna have to go heal after this, which I was probably going to anyway. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe now. A little bit more safe, because we kind of started going risky there and we lost we lost Sparky. So that was not good. Alright, I think we're gonna be getting a, let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna change back to Caterpie again. You know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna change back to Caterpie. I'll do that in the next battle. But for now, let's just beat this guy with our Pidgey. I don't want to risk it at all, so, because that's how we lost the Pokemon last time, is that we risked it a little bit too much than we should have, and just did not work out. Gosh dang it. I have a piece of paper here, and I forgot to write down notes. This was kind of just a video that I wanted to do, kind of to just get a video out to you guys, but usually I will have these be a little bit more better editing, and some funny stuff thrown in there, and some notes so I don't get too off topic, but I didn't have time to do that today. But here we go, Caterpie's evolving, so we'll get a Metapod, and I like when Pokemon evolve. I kind of find that cool. So here we go. It's more like Metamorphosis though, but oh well. So there we go. Awesome, we got a Metapod. There we go. Caterpie evolved into Metapod. Learned Harden. If only I see if you can nickname after evolutions. So, oh man, I almost just ran into that guy. let's walk back here. I'm not too worried about healing up Pidgey with a potion, because I don't find that necessary. Okay, let's check. It's getting a lot of hits in there. 11, alright, we can take 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll be just fine. Alright. Pidgey should still be at 6 HP. So let's heal up at the Pokemon Center. And then we will be off on our journey again. There's that creepy Jigglypuff over there. I mean, look how big. Look how big those eyes are. It's like half of the... It's almost like... It's like a third the size of its body. I mean, imagine that with us. It'd just be like giant eyeballs. So... After checking out the weird, ugly, scary Jigglypuff there, I forgot about running. I totally forgot that we had that. Let's start running over here, and we are going, I'm just going to be taking on every trainer here, because that's more fun, is trainer battles, rather than just walking around aimlessly. So, Metapod's out. That's fine. I want all my Pokemon to be around the same level. Which is gonna be hard the more, like, if we roll one time, if we lose another Pokemon, and, God forbid, and we, have to roll again, then that would really suck if we got something like Rat Attack, because then we'd have to just train it up a whole bunch, and that would not be fun. But that's the risk that you take when you play these kinds of challenges, is, it's a challenge, so it's gonna be challenging. But, oh man, I almost went for an attack there. Speaking of Rat Attack, alright, let's put in Spout. So, back Metapod goes Spout. And quick attack. Let's use a water gun. Get him soaking wet. And then we'll electrocute him. No, that'd be really cool if, like, that'd be cool if there's something in there. Like, if you use a water type one move and an electric type the next time, then they, like, it's extra damage because it's like zapping them or something. I don't know how they do that. I mean, it'd probably be pretty easy to code in, but oh well. So let's do a tackle. Okay, good. That wasn't a critical. That's good. That is always good. Alright, there we go. Ekans, yes. So that didn't really work out too well. I think Poison is good against Bug. I'm not too sure that. I know Ground's good against Bug. I mean, not Bug, Poison. I'm not too sure what else is though. So let's get Metapod in and switch to Tuft. And now, alright, let's go here. So, I've been, so far, this is something that I do that I need to try and stop to do, is that always when I'm playing, I talk about the game, but I never really usually talk about anything else, usually, because a lot of people that are good commentators, I'm not saying I want to, like, copy them exactly and, like, just all get super famous, no. I like having my own style with everything. That's kind of how I go with pretty much everything I do, is I do it my own way. But something I want to try to do, I want to start trying to do, is talking about different subjects while playing. Usually that gets my mind off things, because I don't officially have it, but I kind of just have, like, trouble paying attention. It's kind of just my personality. So I'm really bad paying attention, so if I'm, like, say if I'm doing homework or something, I need my room to be, like, really quiet, or else I will just not be able to focus at all, and I'll, like, keep on doing stuff. Like, even if my phone's just sitting right there on my table, I can't even do anything. Like, I'll just be checking it every 5 seconds, and, like, I'll be like, oh wait, I forgot to do this, and then I'll, like, go do something on there, like, look up something or something. So that's just telling you how bad of paying attention I am. That was the best grammar ever. That's telling you how bad of attention I am. No, that's telling you how bad of an attention span I have. So that's why I say a lot, is because I lose my train of thought. So if you guys ever, like, hear me say a lot, which you have already, then that is because of that problemo. So I'm gonna try and start playing games without talking about them too much. I mean, I do like to talk about games while I'm playing them, so that you guys can kind of know what I'm doing and not be confused in what's up, but it's Pokemon Fire Red. Everyone kind of knows what's going on, so I think we'll be fine in this. He's like, oh man, a Metapod, I'm gonna get him, yeah! And then I'm just gonna switch out and just own his face in. So, let's talk about something here. This kind of conversation would have gone a lot better if I'd actually planned it out beforehand, but let's figure out something to talk about. So how about those Ford sedans? Not okay, never mind. So, ooh, sweet, level 8. That's great. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Okay, just because you rhyme. I mean, some of these jokes just get me mad. Because, like, you'll say, I'm a poet and I didn't know it, just because it rhymes, right? Like Dr. Seuss and all that, like Cat in the Hat, or whatever. But, really, that's... Oh, I've almost forgot that I can now do this. Now I can just press tackle a bunch, so this is a good time to keep on pressing. My A button is Q, so I'm going to keep on pressing Q. And while we talk about this, so some of these jokes get me so mad because it's not really a joke, it's just like a saying. But just think about like how that old of joke, like usually things that are old are kind of more true, and things that come out newer are kind of like, sometimes are kind of false. I mean, that's not true with everything, especially with like research and stuff nowadays, but just some jokes, just you gotta be skeptical always, like always be skeptical of things. I'm not saying like, eat your sandwich, no, it has poison, but like, not that kind of skeptical. That's just being a jerk and not enjoying the delicious sandwich that someone has spent their time to make you, gosh dang it. So, what I'm talking about is that, not the sandwich, but with like sayings like that, like I'm a poet, I didn't know it, people suddenly start to come under the idea that you have to rhyme in poetry. Like, I mean, all of us thought that, even I thought this, but then, and like I was spending like, we had to do this like in English class, like I'm going into high school now, but like in 8th grade, I had an English class that, it was the best teacher ever, but she loved poetry. And so we were doing limericks and stuff, so I just kind of come under the idea, I mean like, okay, let me finish this idea first. I almost just got off topic, I need to stop doing that. But, so yeah, we had this great English teacher and we were doing limericks and stuff, so I thought all poetry had to matter. And now I'll go into that other thought. By the way, guys, I'm just gonna talk to you about how my brain works this whole episode. Just kidding, that would be extremely boring and probably dumb. So, my English teacher, her name was Miss Beck, and she was awesome. Like one day, for example, comma, one day, she just, using what I learned, yeah. So, wait, what was he sending in? What's he sending in? Caterpie. We can take this one. Let's go on. Let's, come, bring it, Caterpie, bring it. Alright, you got that weird little, like, I don't know if there's just a sling. Okay, can you seriously, like, that would be awesome if you could, like, shoot rocks, like, if that was a string shot. Just tie a piece of string in between that and just use it as a slingshot. Automatically becomes a rock type. Like, oh no, a flying Pokemon. Caterpie uses rock throw. Oh gosh, what the heck? Alright, so never mind about that. Let me go back. Let me stop getting distracted by the red thing on Caterpie's forehead. So our English teacher, yeah, her name was Miss Beck, and she was awesome, as I said before. And one day, towards the end of the school year, we started doing the fun things, like one day we read a poem about watermelons, and we read a poem about watermelons, but what we didn't know is that the poem was really more about about kids smoking to be cool. It was like, there were like how the adults were something sitting in a tree, like they were sitting in a tree. Sorry if you can hear the phone. They were sitting in a tree. I guess this is how the poem went. So they were sitting in a tree, eating watermelon and smoking, trying to be cool like adults, and then the guy was like looking back later on his life when he did that and like, oh gosh, why did I do that? Oh man, oh man, oh man. And so, and then after that, she told us that later, of course, not while we were like enjoying ourselves, because like we read the poem and then we all thought it was just about watermelon and childhood and nostalgia and like being and like remembering past times. So we were all hunky-dory and we were peachy, and we best words ever, peachy and hunky-dory. I gotta use those more. Just kidding. So, after we read that poem, we were like, oh yeah, that was an awesome poem. Yeah. Wait, why did I switch? I didn't mean to do that. Like, yeah, awesome poem. And then after that, we just got to eat watermelon outside. We had been asking her the whole year, my friends and I, if we could have class outside. And finally that day, we got to have watermelon and eat class outside, and it was like glorious. Like, just picture the angels singing, and there's a fan, and there's just like lights shining everywhere. And it's like da 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 da. And so that's pretty much how it was. And then, well, not exactly. There was no lights, but there was a fan. And singing, mostly from me, because I am a pretty good singer. I'm gonna be professional. I can't even keep a straight face while I'm saying that. I am the worst singer ever. I suck at singing. Like, if you asked me to sing a song one day, which will probably not happen, I mean, you guys know, if there's any of you watching right now that are from the Bearded Dragon 3-in-1 days of Minecraft Let's Play with Dragon, that, my single player Let's Play, that went on for like, I think it was like 45 or 46 episodes, and then I never continued it because I was like doing 2 guys 1 game with Nick, and that was a lot more fun. And I used to just burst in the song, and I would apologize. I would say, I'm sorry I'm making your ears bleed. That is like quote right there, double quote, what I would say. And so I'm probably never gonna sing. And so, also, going back to the whole how awesome she was, like, this is all just examples about telling you about her, and then I'm just gonna finally get to the I'm a poet and I didn't know it thing. I gotta write, I should write a whole essay on this and turn it in and get, like, a cent. So, let's see here. Can we kill this Metapod? Can we defeat thy enemy with thy tackle? We probably won't be able to. Come on, just get a critical, come on, you can do it, oh gosh, dang it. No, you were so close. Alright, I'm just gonna go finish the job with Spout. Spout, I'm sending you forth, buddy. You're going to get him. And so yeah, a different day, she asked us to write a poem about how to, it wasn't a poem, it was more like towards the end of the year, we had to write like a couple essays, and she was like, alright, so you gotta write an essay about how to, like, I need you, let me get my train of thought here going, toot toot. So, coming down the tracks, and she said, towards the end of the year, we got a paper with like 4 essays on it, and they were all different times, and there was this one for chronological order, and she's like, alright, so to practice this, you guys have to write a poem about how to make, well, it's not really a poem, it's just a paper essay thing. I keep on calling it a poem, though I don't know why. And so, we had to write a chronological essay paper, and she told us to write it about how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and she pretty much like let us go after that. Like, pretty much you could do whatever you want. You could make, like, you could be like, spread the peanut butter on your face. Now smack yourself with 2 pieces of bread. Do the rinse and repeat with jelly. Well, would be more spread and repeat, but you could pretty much do whatever you want. It was hilarious. Like, she was just playing dumb one day. Like, if I had never made a peanut butter jelly sandwich in my life, then how would I make it? And I'm gonna follow exactly her instructions. So someone was like, spread jelly on the bread. So she took the knife and started just like smeared it all over, like on the crust, just like put it all over there. And then you would have to correct her and be like, oh wait, no, it says, and then you'd write in your red pen there so it would actually say it. So it was pretty funny. So that was that day. So getting back to the whole poem I didn't know it thing, that's pretty much how awesome she was. She was telling us to make poetry, and she broke it to us one day that we didn't have to write rhymes. Like, after I had done that's like like, you know how in movies, like in the first Iron Man, they show you like, oh man, the car blows up and he's riding over here and he has this thing in his chest, and then it goes back up. What the heck? What just happened? Oh my gosh, we just lost Metapod. No. Oh no. I'm being serious here, I'm not joking at all. What the heck? He just got a critical hit for like 2,000 damage. What was that? See what happens when I don't pay attention. I should never do this again. I'm sorry, Metapod. No. Oh man, we're gonna have to roll again once every episode. That is not good. That is not good at all. I should not have risked that. I keep on risking it, and I just lose every single time. Don't do the lottery, ladies and gentlemen. You will lose. And so, except for that one person that wins, do the lottery. See into the future. So, level 14. Ritter and Girl. I'll just keep on using Spout. Spout's my toughest Pokemon, so I just keep using him. So, yeah. So, talking about the Iron Man thing, how like, it's like, and then after they show the car blowing up in the first one, it's like going back, and he's like, oh yeah, I don't have the thing in my chest, and I'm just like walking around, and I'm making weapons and nuclear things. And so it was kind of like that, like, this is how I'm going to tell the story. So she was telling us about how poems do not have to rhyme, and because you can pretty much do whatever you want, which a lot of you probably knew, but I did not know that, being the smart 8th grader that I was. So we had to write a 2-paragraph poem about like nature or something. I don't know. It was just like, it wasn't really like it wasn't one of the haikus or limericks where it's like set, detailed, everything thing. It was kind of just like those poems where it's like the trees were ringing like bells. Like we just had to make a 2-paragraph poem and then like use similes and different things. And so that was kind of that, and I thought it had to rhyme, and our thing is that each paragraph had to be like 10 sentences, so I had to come up with a rhyme for everything because I thought that's what we had to do. So I pretty much spent like, it was pretty much like a 45-minute assignment at the most, like 30 to 45-minute assignment. And oh, you know what, let's take a salute to Metapod. I'm saluting American flag in the background. I don't know if I'll put that on, maybe just for fun. So goodbye, Metapod. I love you, man. You were awesome. Just kidding. Bye. Wait, I love you. Okay, bye. Bye, Metapod. We're down to 2 now. This is not going that well. We'll get a Paris and Mountain Moon. But I'm going to cut away here, and I'll finish the story in the second half of the episode. But I'm going to cut away here, and I'm going to roll for a new Pokemon, so I'll see ya in just 1 second. Peace. Alrighty guys, I am back. And guess what Pokemon we got? It's actually a pretty good addition to the team. It's gonna be on Route 7, 8, and Pokemon Mansion in Leaf Green only. We got ourselves a Vulpix. That's what I rolled, and that's what we're going to be getting soon. So when we get to Route 7 and 8, we will get a Vulpix. Pretty sweet. So I already fought you. I hate you. You took away my Metapod, you hooligan. So let's fight some more guys. Oh wait, why did I not use Pidgey there? I am a tard. So let's get back to the story before. Yes, we did get a Vulpix. That's the game that we're going to be going for now. So, you know what, let's just take a look really quickly at what we can get here soon. So far our Pokemon team is going to be Blastoise, Parasect, Tangela, Pidgeot, Arbok, and Ninetales. So we can get a Parasect in Mount Moon. We can get Arbok and the place right next to Cerulean City. So that's 2 more Pokemon we can get. We'll be up to 4, and then we'll get Ninetales, and then we'll get Tangela. Once I get Surf, which you get after fighting Koga, we will use we'll use Surf and get Tangela. And so, let's see. Yep, I think that's all of them. Should be. So, not gonna be too difficult. We already have, wait. Yeah, 9, alright. I did say all of them. So, he's gonna use Harden. Alright, let's get back to the story now, after I went over that. So, yeah, so the project that was going to be, that would take 30 to 45 minutes at the most. Well, 45 minutes at the most, probably 30 minutes was a good amount. 35 to 40 was probably the best amount. So that was the project that was assigned. Not too much homework, because once you start getting older, you get a lot of homework of those people, like when you get older. So sweet, quick attack. Like my brother and sister are in college and they just have like loads, so not very exciting or looking forward to it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyway, on that paper I tried to make it all rhyme, and with the way, she also gave us some instructions, like you had to write about a certain topic, and mine, that we were supposed to write about fruit, and we were each given a different type of fruit. And you guys probably know where this is going now. I'll tell you how long it took me after I say the fruit that I got. I got orange. Orange was my fruit, and I thought that I had to rhyme it. So we do have to say it in the last of our lines. Well, no, you didn't have to, but I thought we had to. We had to say it a bunch. Well, she just said, like, you don't have to say it, you don't have to, like, put it anywhere specific, you just have to put it on at least one in each paragraph. So I spent the next, and it had to actually rhyme, it couldn't just be, like, well, no, these weren't the rules. I don't know why I'm saying what it had to and what it didn't have to be, because it didn't have to rhyme. But you know how people sometimes say like door hinge rhymes with orange, or orange. If you pronounce it orange, which is kind of weird, but I'm not gonna judge, then that would work. But I don't pronounce it orange, I pronounce it orange. So I was kind of stuck there. And so I proceeded to take the next 3 hours looking up what rhymed with orange, and I was looking in giant big words. I was looking at like different languages to even see if there was anything, like just something that rhymed with orange. I could not find anything. And after a while, I called my friend to see if he had any ideas, and I was like, do you know anything that rhymes with orange? And he's like, sorry man, I don't. He didn't know that I was asking about the project, he just said if I was asking him if there's anything that rhymed with orange, which is probably why his tone was so weird, like, what are you calling me for? And so I was like, oh, okay man, alright. And so after that, I called a couple more people, and finally, the third person that I called was like, wait, is this for the project? Like, they finally realized it was for the project, and I was like, yes. And after 3 hours of researching and calling, probably 3.5 hours, something that would have taken like half an hour, they told me, I don't know why I said but they told me, the third person I called, that the project doesn't have to rhyme. And boy did I feel stupid right then. That was a moment right there. That was definitely something. I mean, I still hadn't even wrote it yet. I had written like a line, and I was trying to think of something that rhymed with orange, because I wanted to put my fruit in there, and yeah. Not one of my proudest moments, but you know, sometimes our like stupid moments when we facepalm ourselves really hard is kind of really funny when you tell it later. And so that is my orange story, and so there you have it. That's why I say be skeptical and don't about sayings like I'm a poet and I don't know it, or else you'll end up like me and spend 4 hours writing an essay of something rhyming with an orange. So guys, I hope you enjoyed. There's a life lesson. There's the dragon life lesson for you today. So I'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned, guys, and goodbye.